What's up, guys? It's Dyani, and today I want to share how me and my partner solved this problem where we were getting the wrong type of leads, which actually a huge constraint because it was taking us a lot of times on sales calls. Sales reps were, complaining about people not having money in our e-learning company. So let's talk about how we actually solved it. So our problem was that we were getting the wrong type of leads. And, it was not like we weren't getting a high volume of leads because, bruv, we were getting more than 100 plus leads every single day through organic Instagram. And 100 leads a day is cool, but 100 of the wrong leads is terrible. So what was it? Well, the price point at which we were selling our product at was between 2 to 4 grand. And you can tell that that's a pretty huge price, right? And it wasn't even dollars, it was pounds. So 2 to 4,000 pounds. So we were getting on the call with people who honestly just couldn't afford this. So they were, I'm drawing a phone, but it looks like a banana or a magnet. But you understand the thing. We were talking to people who didn't have the money, and they were too poor to pay for our offer, which I understand because not everyone has 2 to 4,000 grand saved up. But we as a business need to have those people on the line because we can't sell to people who have less money than that. So how did we solve this problem and actually get, even though it sucks, less leads in, but more qualified leads? So less time was wasted of ourselves, of our sales guys, stuff like that. Well, all we had to do was make a small little twitch in our marketing. So we make the small tweak or a twitch, small tweak in our marketing messaging. So in our messaging. Now, what would this tweak be? Well, we were making all these posts. These were great posts, got high engagement, high views, people loved them. But the problem was that we were getting poor people in. So we were making these rat race videos, right? So rat race, whatever. We were making X, Y, and Z. Advice, things like that. And then we were telling like, yo, if you want to make money online, do this, that, and the third. It was going well. We were getting lots of leads, like I said, but it was the wrong leads. So we were attracting broke people. But the only small tweak that we made in our messaging was we kept the same posts because people liked them. They were doing well. So they were attracting lots of people. And it showed that people liked it. We're just the wrong people. So the only thing that we changed is at the end of these posts, we always had a call to action, a CTA, that said comment X, and we'll get in contact. So we'll have a DM setter, just basically message them and set them on a call. But that would be it. We had to just, if you want this, if you be interested, or if you want to know how X, Y, and Z, just comment this. That was the CTA. So the CTA, we were actually targeting everyone. So everyone was like, yeah, I want to do this. So even the people who had no money, who were freebie seeking. So these guys thought, okay, maybe they have something for free. But that's not the case, right? So now, instead of targeting our CTA to everyone, we targeted our CTA to the people who had full-time jobs or even had jobs in general. So who have jobs or a steady income. And that was literally the only change we made. We targeted our CTAs from people, basically everyone, to people who had jobs or steady incomes. Or even who have a job and have, let's say 5K to invest, 10K to invest, things like that. So what this did was, okay, the leads we have here were at 100 first, but now we could say we got like 10 leads each day. But these 10 leads were hyper qualified because, of course, they already showed us and raised their hands like, yeah, I have a job, I have a steady income, I have over 2 to 5 to 10K to invest in myself, and I'm interested in what you guys have to offer. So even though we lost 90% of our lead flow, we actually gained a lot more clarity, a lot more time, and we actually started making more money. So leads, this is something that I want to get you. So first, tweak your messaging to fit the right type of avatar that you're trying to serve, right? So don't sell to broke people because they don't have money and they can pay you. But another lesson that I want to give you guys is that your lead flow doesn't matter. Okay? Lead flow does not matter, but what does matter is quality leads. So lead flow doesn't matter. Quality leads, they do. So I would rather have 10 quality leads than 100 normal leads, because if I gotta get on the phone with all of them, I'm not sending them. 100 leads might be fine for an email list. 10 leads are also fine for an email list as long as they're qualified. So keep that in mind. It doesn't matter how many leads you get, it matters how many qualified leads you get. So if you want to waste a lot of stress, get the right messaging, create the right ICP, so ideal customer profile, and target your messaging towards those guys, because this will just save you a lot of time on the phone creating even messaging. Because look, if you're trying to sell to everyone, you're selling to no one, and the messaging to everyone is a lot more difficult to create than the messaging to a certain specific type of niche avatar. For example, it's difficult to sell weight loss and show all these guys how to get ripped. I'm trying to draw a muscled guy, but you understand what I'm saying. Ugly. It's difficult to sell this to everyone, but it's easier to sell this to people, of course, people, but let's say, I don't know, who have dogs, age 18 to 23, I'm just saying things, right? Who have jobs in daycare. I don't know. So if you create your messaging for these people, so the people who have dogs age 18 to 23 who have jobs in daycare, well, they'll be a lot more persuaded to say, okay, well, this guy is actually talking to me. He can actually solve my problem. So let's, get in contact and see what he has to offer me. I'm interested. I'm raising my hand because I am a guy who I am a person, and I have a dog, and I'm between the ages 18 to 23. I'm actually 20, so that's like in the sweet spot in the middle, and I have a job in daycare. I'm going to see what this guy has to offer me. But if everyone is like, I'm 25 years old, I have a cat, and I don't have a job at all, or I'm an entrepreneur. This has nothing to do with me. So this actually has to do something with a question someone asked me at the Life After 5 Mastermind. It's that, but if you shrink your market, so you decide to sell to less people, don't you make less money in the long run? And that's a huge problem people have in their heads, right? Before they start, they already see these huge problems in their heads. But the problem is they never actually start because they think of these problems. And that's a waste of your time. That's a waste of everyone's time. And that's a waste of your future and your potential. So don't think of these huge roadblocks like shrinking your market and not being able to make $10 million in the long run, because your first business is not the business that makes you $1 million anyway, right? Very few have these things, and even then, there are other things behind closed doors that we don't know about, right? So don't look at all these problems before you start. Just start in general and let the problems come to you, and you'll realize, like, hey, my market was smaller, and I'm getting less and less quality in. Maybe I need to expand a bit. And that's okay. You can always expand. You can always make changes. But you just want to start at the positioning that gets you the most likely to succeed. And that is by niching down, by looking more professional. And then you can expand and expand, because you already have all these case studies and people you've helped and testimonials and things of that nature. But for now, it's not a worry. For now, the only worry is that you start. Starting is the biggest thing that you need to do. And it's the only thing that you need to do if you want to make any money. That was my problem. That was everyone's problem. We never truly decided to start. And there you go. That's literally it. Have a great day. I hope you've learned something. Give me some feedback on this, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you, guys.